My name is Rishitosh. This is my first assignment for the course Cloud Computing. In this assignment, we will be creating three resources, that is S3 that is one S3 bucket, one FIFO queue, and one EC2 instance. So right now we can verify that right now there are no S3 buckets in my AWS account. There is no SQS queue, and there are no active EC2 instance. So let us go to our code. So in this basically I've created three modules. First is SQS, S3 and EC2. These modules will be used to manage all these three resources in AWS. So let us start with our project demo. So we just have to run our main file. So now we have sent a request to AWS to create these three resources, and AWS will be creating these resources for us. So let's wait and see if they are getting created or not. As we can see, AWS has created our EC2 instance and it's already running. Let's check our queue. Queue is not created right now. Let's wait for another minute. Our bucket is created. Let's check if there is any object. There are no objects in our bucket. So let's check queue once again. Yeah, we got our new queue. Let's get back to our code. So now there is a wait timer, so we have to just wait for another 10-20 seconds. Okay, let's move on to our next part. So now I have to list all these active resources in my AWS account. There is a one EC2 instance that we just created, there is a one S3 bucket, and there is a one SQS queue that we just created. We just created a FIFO type of queue. Let's move to our next part. So now I have uploaded a empty file in S3 bucket. So let's check our S3 bucket. Let's refresh it. Yeah, we got our empty file. So let's get back to our next part. So now I have just sent a message to my newly created queue. The message ID was this, and the message has been sent. We can just verify it in the queue also. As you can see now, there are no message available, but after refreshing, there is a one message available that we just sent. Let's move on to our next part. So I have just shown that there are one message in our queue. Let's move on to our next part. Now we just have received our message from the queue. The title was test message and the body was this is a test message. So now I have used a timer of 10 seconds and just check back again whether there any message or not. Right now there is a zero message. Let's move on to the next part. So now I just sent a resource deletion request to AWS, which will delete all these three resources that we just created. Let's wait a few seconds and then we can verify it in our AWS console. Okay, let's get back to our console and just verify it. Okay, our EC2 instance was running. Let's check the new status. It is now being shut down by AWS. This was our queue and our queue has been deleted. This was our bucket and we just deleted our bucket. So yeah, the EC2 instance has been terminated. Let's get back to our next part. So we just have to wait 10 or 20 seconds more. Okay, so now I have just listed all these active resources. So right now there are zero instance of EC2, zero bucket, S3 bucket, and zero SQS queue. This this we have also verified this to our AWS console. So this completes our project demo.